Good day, viewers. I'm Russell R. Armstead,
And I'm Charlene Osorio.
and we are going to discuss the trigonometric function.
But before we discussing the trigonometric function, let's define trigonometry. Trigonometry comes from the Greek word trigon. Means triangle. And metron. Means measure. After we identify the trigonometry, let's discuss the trigonometry. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that studies triangle and the relationship between the sides and the angles between the sides. Trigonometry defines trigonometric function, which describe this relationship and have applicable to clinically phenomena such as waves. Their field involved during the 3rd century BC as a branch of geometry. Extensively for astronomical studies, it's also the foundation of the practical art of surveying. Trigonometry basics are often taught in school, earlier as a separate course or as part of a pre-calculus course. The trigonometric functions are pervasive in part of pure mathematics and applied mathematics, such as pure analysis and the wave equation, which are in the term essential to many branches of science and technology. Spherical trigonometry studies triangles of spheres, surface of constant positive curvature. In eclipse geometry, it is the fundamental to astronomy and navigation. Trigonometry and surface of negative curvatures is part of hyperbolic geometry. The other definition of trigonometry is discussed by Russell.
This is the continuation of trigonometry. If one angle of a triangle is 90 degrees and one of the other angles is known, the third is thereby fixed because the three angles of any triangle add up to 180 degrees. The two acute angles therefore add up to 90 degrees. They are supplementary angles. The shape of triangle is completely determined except for similarity by the angles. Once the angles are known, the ratios of the sides are determined regardless of the overall size of the triangle. If the length of one of the sides is known, the other two are determined. This ratio given by the following trigonometric function of the known angle A, where A and B and C refers to the length of the sides in the accompanying figures. After giving the definition of trigonometry, let's move on the most familiar function of trigonometric function, the sine, cosine, and tangent.
This is the illustration of a right triangle. Assume that the three angles of a right triangle named angle A, angle B, and angle C. And this right triangle has three sides, the hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. After I give the illustration of a right triangle, now I'm going to give you an example how to get an angle of a right triangle. To make it easily, use the Mnemonics acronym SOHCAHTOA. S is the sine, O is opposite, H is hypotenuse, C is cosine, A is adjacent, H is hypotenuse, C is tangent, O is opposite, A is adjacent. After I give the illustration of a right triangle, I'm going to give an example how to get the angle of a right triangle. This is the example I'm going to give. Now, first we get the angle A. Now we're going to use sign A. Based on SOHCAHTOA, sign A is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Now get the value of opposite, which is 3. And the hypotenuse, which is 3 times the square root of 5. Then simplify. The answer is square root of 5 over 5. After solving sine A, let's move on to cosine. Now, let's use cosine B. Based on SOHCAHTOA, cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Now, get the value of adjacent, which is 6, and hypotenuse, which is 3 raised to, which is 3 times square root of 5. Now simplify. The answer is 2 raised to 5 over 5. Last is tangent. Let's use angle C. Tan C equal to, based on SOHCAHTOA, tangent equal to opposite over adjacent. The value of opposite is 3, and the value of adjacent is 6. It's equal to 1 over 2. And now we hope that you enjoy and understand the basic functions of trigonometry. Again, good day everyone.